Just look. You look beautiful.
Feel like a disco ball. Thank you so
You
much.
look like the best disco ball in the entire world. Season 2.
Yes.
Joey's just told me how nuts is this. This is the first show he's ever had a second season.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? When you think about all the amazing work he does, and an honour to be one of the cast in a show that he gets to do a second season of.
I wonder, when you do a show like this, I talk to people on shows like Slow Horses. I had the pleasure of talking to some of the cast at Mission Impossible, and they said when you get to do these kind of like secret agent type of roles, you get to a point where in your own life you start to think you can do some badass things. Has that happened to you?
I think when trying to pluck up the courage to like complain about cold chips or something that isn't really that badass at all, I'm like, I think I can do this. I think I can handle myself. Yeah, I guess playing such a confident, ballsy, badass character, it inevitably does rub off on you a little bit.
Well, Joey just said to me, from all the cast, the person that came back season 2 and said, I want to kick somebody through the thing. He said, you were actually asking, I don't need a stunt person. I'm good.
Poor guy. Like, between season 1 and season 2, I just petition him at every opportunity, texting him when we'd be at events. I'd be like, I love fighting, Joe. And he gave me a brilliant fight to do in episode 1. It was kind of a bit like Mission Impossible-esque. It was like on top of a car. It was in a restaurant. I broke my foot a week before we started shooting. And I remember like being in a cast and reading episode 1 and crying into my boyfriend's shoulder and being like a retired boxer, just really sad that I wouldn't get the opportunity to do it. So I just carried on texting him. I was like, if there's any way we can revive that fight in a different way, in a different point of the story, please let me do it. And he did.
And it's enjoyable. You're not scared, I'm going to get injured.
Yes and no. I think things are choreographed so slickly. They don't really feel like fights. They feel more like a dance. So it's not as some of the wire work was tough.
Okay. Season 1,
yeah.
I understand that Papa had not, he didn't request it, he says, he had a running machine in his dressing room. In season 2, if I were to come into your dressing room, what is the strangest, coolest thing I might find?
God, I wish there was something cool or strange. I have a coffee machine I bought off eBay because I can't stand the coffee that we have on set sometimes. It's those little Nescafe sachets that are like got drenched from when we've been out in the rain and you can't even get them to come out the packet. So I was like, listen, eBay, I need myself an espresso machine.
Makes perfect sense. And from the cast, who is the worst? Because obviously in the show you've got to keep secrets. Who's the worst when it comes to giving away spoilers? The one person you know doesn't know how to stay shush.
Goody, I think that is probably me. I get very overexcited about things and don't think before I speak. No, I think everybody's quite good at keeping a poker face, to be honest with you.
Okay, and I'm wondering, the show is very much about going back into history and changing disasters or really awful things from happening. If you could press pause and keep reliving one memory from your past that means so much to you that you don't want anyone to mess with, if it's not too personal, what would that memory be?
Do you know what? I moved to London about a week before the 2012 Olympics, and I'm not a massive Olympics fan necessarily. I mean, I enjoy watching it like everybody else, but London felt amazing. It felt exciting. It felt inclusive. It was just an incredible time to be in the city, and I just remember that feeling of I had my little backpack on and being like, I've finally come to the big city, and also the world feels like a very happy place right now. I'd happily live in that little period of time forever.
And final question, end of season 1 we were left conflicted, end of season 2 how am I going to feel?
Oh my God. Season 2 asks some massive questions about the organisation, and I think we'll all feel a little bit morally complicit and conflicted. I think it will ask us all to interrogate whether we think what the organisation is doing is good or not.